Okay, so this equation is negative 2x equals 4/5. What we're trying to do is figure out the value of this x that would make it true. In other words, negative 2 times what number gets us to 4/5. So since our operation here is multiplication, we can use the multiplicative inverse to get the x value by itself. That's what we're trying to figure out, is the 1x value. So the multiplicative inverse of negative 2 is the reciprocal. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by our reciprocal. So let's copy back the original. We had negative 2x equals 4/5. And then to get down to 1x, we're going to multiply by our reciprocal, which is negative 1/2. If I multiply one side by negative 1/2, in order to keep the relationship equal or balanced, we have to multiply the other side by the same amount, right? If we're starting with the same amounts of money, we got to do the same thing to both people. So here I just use my rules of multiplying to figure out what the value is. So a negative times a negative is a positive. So negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. And then I put that over this 2 right here with the x. We know that 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we're down to 1x. That's our goal, remember? We want to know what this is. So now let's do the same thinking to the other side. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4, and 5 times 2 is 10. So we could leave it like this, or we could think about reducing it. I notice both of these numbers are divisible by 2, so this would be negative 2/5. We could always plug this number in for our x right here to make sure that it works out. So let's do that quickly so that we're doing some sense making. So if I have negative 2 times negative 2/5, I want to make sure I get 4/5. So a negative times a negative is a positive. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And then I put that over the 5. And so sure enough, I've proved that I found the one number for